Hi, everybody. Here's my daily recap of YNR. Oh, okay. So Ashley is going through some mental issues at the moment. They haven't been diagnosed yet because she hasn't seen a professional, but I keep saying dissociation because she has moments of blackout where, in the last episode before today, she was having a conversation with her family and they were just trying to say you should get some help because you've been acting differently. And she didn't take it well and she went off the handle. And then she totally forgot everything she said. Today, again, they wanted her to go to a therapist and they made it as far as the waiting room, her and Tracy. And she said she had to go to the bathroom and she bolted. We caught up with her today. She's at a bar and she is dressed very provocatively and acting completely different than Ashley ever would. And she had a very southern accent. So apparently, one of her sides, personalities, alters, whatever you want to call it, is a very outgoing Southern woman. Um, she ordered a shot, two shots, and she was at the piano on the piano, and a guy, while another guy was playing the piano. Um, and meanwhile, her family is all worried. Where is she? And nobody can locate her at all. So yeah, there's that storyline. I think Eileen Davidson is probably having a great time being able to play all these characters, different sides of the person. Um, yeah, there's a fun side, but then we're gonna see the crash and the fallout from all this. So that's kind of what I'm looking forward to, just because I'd like some answers. I want to see how far back this goes. And I don't think you're going to get answers until you talk to a therapist, a doctor, something, and they come up with a diagnosis, or not come up with, like, diagnose you with OCD, for example, and then treat you for the diagnosis. So, okay. In other news, Harrison is still missing. However, we saw Harrison today, and the child actor who portrays him is really cute, and I think a good actor. But Colleen Zink, I was kind of worried that she was going to scare him because she says to him, "I'm sorry, little boy, but your family, your parents don't care about you anymore, and you have to stick with me." And this poor boy is like, "No, but they still love me." And she says, "No, they don't." Um, so yeah. Um, I don't know. Of course, everybody's on the lookout for her, but Nikki offers actually did offer herself up as bait. I don't know how exactly that's gonna go. I would say not well because, well, okay, I have two thoughts about this, only because of who it is. Um, Nikki is portrayed by Melody Thomas Scott. Melody Thomas Scott is like the queen of YNR, okay? Besides Jeannie Cooper, the wonderful Jeannie Cooper, and Jess Wall tonight today. She's one of the main actresses on YNR. So they're not going to let anything happen to her. However, I'm kind of curious how far they're going to let it go before they get her out of danger. So, and plus, uh, Colleen Zink is playing Jordan, and Jordan is supposed to be slightly to moderately unhinged. So I'm kind of worried about that for a second. I mean, honestly. Um, but it was kind of like, I don't, it was kind of nice to see Harrison act. Um, and of course, I hope that, I don't know, either before the acting even starts or between the scenes, they reinforce to him that, this is just play and I would never do this to you. Of course it's planned, you know, because if you watch the scenes, she's giving him a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And also off to the side is like a little box, like you know how the juices used to come in boxes. So there's like a little apple juice box and a sandwich. So yeah. Um, but I just want him to be like rescued though, because I don't like all the fallout because everybody blames Kyle because he let um Claire read him a bedtime story. So in somebody's idea, they say that she allowed Jordan to come in or something. Um, and that's another thing. I'd like some clarification on whatever happened to Claire because last I saw, she Jordan put the rag under her nose and she passed out. Where she went after that, not a clue. Um, so yeah, I don't know. Um, and then let's see, talked about yesterday's episode. So what's new? Oh, Daniel. Okay, Daniel was talking to Summer, and Daniel was giving her a little grief about not answering his texts or calls. But then he she told him what's going on with Harrison. So then he felt really bad because he didn't know what was going on with her, like in her life. So yeah. So that was a really cool scene to see and scenes because it was nice to see them as brother and sister. Because all we've seen from Daniel so far are with Lily first and now with Heather. So it's nice to see a sibling scene for a second. Um, Speaking of siblings, Tracy, Beth Maitland, and Peter Bergman play well off each other. Like, I really believe they're brother and sister, so that's cool too. Um, yeah, I think that's it because I mean, the thing is that you usually have two or three storylines going, but you can't have so many storylines that you can't resolve them, sort of. Although, you kind of have to go into anything like a soap opera or anything, knowing that nothing is ever going to be truly resolved because if it truly resolved, then there would be no need for the soap opera. Because, like, okay, All My Children, for example, when they finished, you could tell that was the end. Or like they kind of left it on a cliffhanger, but it was one of those cliffhangers where you didn't need a resolution per se, and everybody ended up pretty happy. So that's how you know it was the end. And then One Life to Live was the same thing. So yeah, you always have to have something like an unanswered question or a where are they or something. So okay, I'll be back tomorrow.